Hey guys, back at it today. Day after the Super Bowl. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I thought it was so-so. Betting wise, if you're not better, good for you. If you are better, hope you did better than I did. Okay, put up a comment yesterday before the game. Was just amazed. I was looking at the history of the Super Bowl and how it dominates the yearly cycle of network shows. If you look here, this is the Super Bowl. This is the top 30 broadcasted shows. This is top 30 broadcasted shows of all times in America. So the last 30 years, these are the top 30. Each year, you can see that the Super Bowl dominates. So each year, you can be for sure that the Super Bowl is going to be one of the top viewed shows of all time. You can see MASH held on to number 9. Good for them. I did like that show. And that was amazing to me. So I started thinking about how they do in 2020. I typed in Google, this popped up, and you can see that in 2020, they held the first 5 were all NFL games. Okay, 7 of the top 10 were NFL games, and then 21 of the top 50, 28 of the top 100. So the NFL again, they're just a big, strong entity, and I didn't think much of it until I got this comment here from Chris. As we all know, if you've been following my channel, Chris is MAGA. Chris is, I bust Chris's chops a little bit. I say if I want to know how he's thinking, I just need to go to see what Trump's thinking. Then I know what Chris is thinking. I kid, but it's true. You can see by his comment, he's kind of saying that the NFL, for some reason, oh God, they're terrible numbers. First of all, I didn't put any numbers up, so that's kind of interesting. But for comparison's sake, I pulled up 2019. Okay, so in 2020, and you can see here, like Chris said, these are actually terrible numbers. I don't know what he means because there are no numbers up here. The numbers for that, how can those would be terrible? They're 29 in the top 30. So 1 through 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 2020. But in 2019, guess what? There were only 4 of the top 5. So they weren't as good in 2018. So maybe that's the pandemic effect he's talking about. I don't know. But if we look at the top 10, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the top 10 in 2018. Again, in 2020, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the top 10. So the 2020 season did better than the 2019 season. But does that mean overall? I mean, there's 256 football games all throughout the year, not including playoffs. It's true. Look it up. All right. So then I did Google 2020 NFL ratings slip in 2020, and this came up, Hollywood Reporter, and it does say they slipped in 2020. So overall, whilst the top 5 were better in 2020 than the top 5 in 2019, the ratings did slip. And if you're reading this, and I'll put them in the description below, it did fall about 10%. But then it goes to the question of, what does he mean by pandemic? Is the pandemic the reason why they had the top 5? Because if you're saying more people are staying home watching TV, and that's the only reason why the NFL did good, then how do you explain the fact that in 2018 and 2019, the NFL grew viewership? That's closer to the incident which we're all, hinting around. I didn't mention, but obviously MAGA doesn't like the NFL boycott and all that crap because of Colin Kaepernick calling attention to police brutality. MAGA's little mind couldn't get around that it wasn't about the flag. He was protesting police brutality. He told you so. Okay, then out of Colin Kaepernick's protest of that, we had Black Lives Matter and so forth and so on. So MAGA people don't like the NFL, and I think that that's the reason. But obviously, 2018 and 2019 were 2 good years for the NFL. They did fall in 2020, but I think the point still remains. Even if they had an off year by 10%, they were still the 5 most watched programs of all 2020, 7 of the top 10. All right, that's it for now. I like Chris is my man. I had to give him some static there. busting Chris's balls anyway. It's all been fun, dude. All right, that's the video for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found something out you didn't know. Hopefully you can use it somewhere to somebody else. Hey, did you know that the NFL Super Bowl has 29 of the top 30 ever in viewership in North America in America? Tell them that. All right, hope you liked it. Make sure you hit the icon for notifications. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you like what I did. Hit the thumbs up if you didn't like what I did. Leave a comment. I'll catch you around the block next time. Have a great night.